My name is Micheal Pavlokos, and first let me just say that in my profession as a real estate appraiser, I work with a number of attorneys in a variety of practices over the last 20 years. And the incident that led us to David Hernandez was my son was injured in a restaurant when he was 2 years old several years ago. And he required general surgery. It was quite traumatic. And because there was definitely, in my opinion, a question of liability, that I saw how this accident happened to my son inside this restaurant in New York City. And after the surgery, after we got him stabilized with his injury, I visited. I started making inquiries into, suing the restaurant for what I thought was negligence. And, I've known David over the years, through dealing with him on a variety of legal matters where he would hire me. And I sat down with him and outlaid my experience with the other attorneys and the case itself. And David enthusiastically, took over the case and that day started an action. And I was really impressed and relieved that this was proceeding. And when I would call David to follow up on the progress, I know how slow these things go with depositions and motions. David, I'd get the call returned, I would say within an hour, all the time. And that made the experience, the whole case less stressful. To have known that David would call us back and give us a genuine, honest update as to where we stand. There were depositions where we had to bring our, 3-year-old kid, there and explain what happened. And, David was at all the depositions. He was basically held our hand throughout this whole process and guided us as to, follow through to the actual resolution. I was just overall impressed with David's humanity, sincerity, and keeping his word. And, telling us the truth, painful or not, as to what was happening with the case. And that was a great experience, and I would recommend David to anybody injured in any scenario.